All right, everybody, here we are with our gear pack for June, or July. July. Here we are. So let's get into this box here. Again, this is July's gear pack. Last month's was a weird one. I don't want to say I didn't like it, but it had some weird gear in it. So we'll see if this month is any better. I'm using the Marbles multi-tool. I carry this thing around. I know a lot of people don't like these credit card tools, but I've actually gotten a lot of use of this, especially at work. So anyway, let's see what our... Okay, box 119, lightweight loadout. Just take a quick look over here. Alright, so if you're not aware, you should be by now, but GearPack has 4 levels. You have your basic level, which costs you $24.99. Your basic plus, which costs you $44.99. And if you get the basic plus, you get the basic and the basic plus. The advanced, which is the one that we subscribe to because... well, I'll get to that. But anyway, so if you get the advanced, it costs you $89.99. Mine's a little bit cheaper because I've been grandfathered in for so long. So I actually get, you get like, you know, gear bucks. So it helps you out. And then finally you have the ultimate, which costs you $129.99, which is just, and this one is a pretty nice one, but that one's just an additional knife. And I'm more interested in the actual gear as opposed to I am to knives. I have good knives. I don't need a lot of knives. And we get new knives in the... Usually we get a knife in the Basic Plus. A lot of times we get a knife in our barrel and blade. So to me, just getting another knife for an extra, what, 40 bucks? It's just, you know. And granted, you know, usually the value's there. And this seems like a pretty good one. It's a Takamitak heat fixed blade. Heat fixed blade. So, and fixed blades are always good to get. But anyway, so let's start with the basic box, which would cost $24.99, and this month's MSRP is said to be $32.98. All right, so first up in that we have, I believe it's this. Yep, it's gonna be this, and this is a Marshall Outdoors lightweight foldable day bag. I mean, these things are cool. These have a good purpose when you think about lightweight loadout, because you can use these if you need to, say you're at a camp and you want to go like forage or something. You can, you know, you have your little day bag here, and you know it just folds out, and so it's a backpack, and so then you can forage in that, take it back to camp, and so then instead of hauling all, you know, emptying your pack, you can actually fill this up. I'm not going to take this out all the way. We have a couple of these already. These are okay. I think that they're good to have in any kit that you do make, because they take up, usually they take up very little room, and it gives you like additional storage. So if you do have to scavenge or forage, you know, you have like, this folds out into like a whole pack, and so you can fill that with like fruit, nuts, berries, fire tinder. You can use, you know, a bag like this for a lot of different reasons. So that's pretty good. They said that this MSRP is for $27.99. That might be a little bit pricey for just, you know, a lightweight bag, because you could probably go to like Dollar General or something and get a similar backpack that you can like kind of crush down to almost this size for, you know, 10 bucks. So $27.99, maybe a little bit pricey, but this is a good company. Marshall's Outdoors makes good items, and it's a good item to have. Next, from Rothko, we have one of these things, which I have so many of these that we got from Trailblazer when we had our SHTF, that these things are just kind of like, whatever. Rothko Paracord Survival Keychain, MSRP $4.99. Um, you can get a lot more paracord for $4.99 at Lowe's. So it's expensive, but it does have your carabiner and your keychain, so you can, you can hook stuff up. You can put stuff around there. You can hook it up, have a whistle on there, whatever. So, and you have the additional paracord. It is wrapped pretty tight. A good item, yeah, maybe $4.99. A little bit pricey, maybe $2.99, but overall not. I mean, when you're talking about lightweight loadout, this is probably 6 to 8 feet of paracord, which if you need paracord, it's good in a pinch. So not horrible, but eh. All right, next up from Ontario Knife Company, we have a Traveler lightweight folder. And I can already tell you I'm not going to like this because I think we already got one of these. Yeah, we already got one of these. I'm almost positive. I'm not sure if it was this or... It is sharp. It's just a little lightweight knife. Actually, this one feels a little bit better than the one we had. The only downside is it isn't a locking blade, and it is sharp. So you got to be careful. But this would be good for like small, like around camp tasks. It weighs almost nothing. Let's see what they're saying that this costs. $24.99. No way. I would not pay $24.99 for this knife. I'll be honest with you. This right here, $9.99, maybe. $7.99, probably. This is probably like an $8 knife. Not even $10. It's like an $8 knife. You can probably find a very similar one like this at freaking O'Reilly's or AutoZone or a lot of your auto parts stores. Just a little lightweight knife. A good item, yeah. I mean, I'll use it at work. I'll take this to work tonight and I'll use it. But overpriced, $25. No, not on a good day. Not on a bad day would I pay $25 for that. So, but anyway, all right. Next up, this is a cool item. Oh yeah, we also got a GearPack sticker. They include that in all of them. Okay, now then, oh yeah, so that brings your total MSRP. They say $57.97 for the knife, the day pack, and the keychain. No, I mean, like I said, 10, 13, maybe $40, maybe 13. No, maybe 13, maybe $23. Definitely not 57. About half that. You could save a lot of money. And now, next item we have from GearPack is an ultralight nylon hammock. And for ultralight, this thing weighs quite a bit. I'm not going to take this out. I'll probably go to the park and hang this up so we can get a good look at it. So I don't have any trees in my yard. It's pretty heavy, but we'll open this on another day. We'll do a review of this hammock. I'm going to start doing more reviews of the items because, I have them. I may as well use them. I might actually compare this to the other brands we have and see which one is actually the best. Because we got a hammock from Totem Pack Company with our SHTF. We got a hammock from Creek Stewart with the Apoca box, which sadly is no more right now. But I mean, I had stopped anyway because it was getting really cheap. And then we have this one from GearPack. So maybe we'll put these all together. And I can tell the straps are in here too. So they're saying this MSRP is for $54.99. Maybe. I mean, it's a hammock. If it's good, then $54.99 is not bad. If it's not good, then $54.99 is not good. So, but this might be an actually well priced item for the box. So, yeah. The last item in the box is one of these Coghlan's fire discs. So this is a compact lightweight cedar fire disc for $3.99. Yeah, $3.99. That's probably. I mean, it's Coghlan's. So if you go to Big Five or Dick's Sporting Goods or Walmart or anywhere that carries Coghlan's, that's probably about what you're going to pay for this. So, fire starter and emergency heat source, campfires, fireplaces. Remove wrapper, light edge. Once ignited, do not disturb. For multiple uses, break into pieces Each fire disc contains sawdust and wax. So sawdust and wax. So could you make this? Yeah. If you had sawdust, you could melt some paraffin, some like Gulf wax down, and you can make these yourselves. $3.99. I think that's probably fairly. The advanced box I think is fairly priced. The basic and basic plus way over. Yeah, the value's not there for the basic and basic plus, but I think you make up for it with the advanced, because this $4 I can see that. 55 if it's good I can see that. So that's not bad. So that's like so when it says this is 54, well 55, $59, I believe that. And we pay 89. I pay 86. So we're looking at $24. So $24 for this. Yeah. So I don't think that I don't think that the value's not there, but I think that their values but to say that this is $108.95, no. Absolutely not. No way. This fairly priced. The advanced box is fairly priced. This again, $7.99. This is there's nothing special about this knife to make it a $25 knife. So that's, I mean, $8. It's sharp, but I mean, let's see if it tells me the type. It doesn't even tell me the type of steel. It's made in Taiwan. Surprisingly, it's made in Taiwan and not China, so it might be a little bit better quality. So we'll say $8.49. Yeah, not worth $25. No. This $5. No. You want paracord? You can go buy 50 foot of paracord for like $4.99 at Lowe's, and this is maybe 6 feet. So, is it good in a pinch? Yeah. $4.99? No. And then this outdoors foldable dry bag. Good item, but all of these are good items. They're just overpriced. Anyway, that's it. That is it for the month of July. That's your gear pack. Again, got a hammock, a fire disc, a day bag, extra paracord on the keychain, and your little tiny non-locking knife. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I think that for the price that you pay, I'm not upset. For the price they tell me it's worth, there's no way I would pay that much for any of this. I mean, that's just the honest to God truth. I would not pay $108 for those 5 items. No. 80, maybe. I mean, obviously, I paid 86 for it. So, 86, I don't feel like I got ripped off. So, that's just my take. That's my opinion. And that is GearPack 119 lightweight loadout. Every item in this one's lightweight loadout was chosen for one reason: maximum utility with minimal bulk. From camp to trail, these compact essentials help you stay prepared, comfortable, and ready for whatever comes next. Do they do that? Yeah, I would say so. I don't know how long this burns. We may just burn it and see how long it burns, and then that way, I mean, if it burns for a good, because it says on here, fire starter and emergency heat source, campfires and fireplaces. So we'll see how long this burns. We'll put a timer on it. We'll hang this up. We'll see how that is. Shoot, I may take that to work. I don't know. It is what it is. But anyway, that's it. GearPack 119. Lightweight loadout. Remember to like, comment, subscribe.